chosen one. They are fighting over your soul right now. Don't ignore this. There are moments in life when heaven grows silent around a person because something deep and spiritual is taking place beyond human eyes. This is one of those moments for you. Your heart has been carrying hidden battles, silent tears, and exhausting pressure that nobody fully understands. The enemy has been trying to wear down your spirit slowly, while God has been protecting you every single day without your knowledge. Lord Jesus Christ is standing near you even now, holding your weary soul with gentleness and mercy, refusing to let darkness destroy the future He prepared for you long ago. Type Amen if you believe God is protecting you. There are hidden moments when God allows silence to surround a chosen person so their soul can finally hear heaven more clearly. You may have noticed how different your life has felt lately. Certain things no longer bring peace to your heart. Certain people no longer feel safe around your spirit. Deep inside, your soul has been longing for something pure, calm, and real. Jesus Christ has been gently pulling you away from places and emotions that were slowly damaging your inner peace. The enemy wanted distraction to become your prison. Darkness hoped your mind would stay trapped in fear, confusion, and emotional exhaustion forever. It tried to fill your days with pressure so you would stop noticing the quiet voice of God calling your spirit closer. But even through the noise, heaven kept reaching toward you. Christ continued whispering peace into your weary heart, while the world around you became louder and colder. There were seasons when you felt emotionally abandoned by people you trusted deeply. You gave kindness, loyalty, and understanding, yet received pain in return. Those experiences wounded your spirit more than anyone realized. Smiles became harder to carry. Rest became difficult to find. Yet through every painful disappointment, Jesus remained beside you with endless compassion. He saw the tears hidden behind your silence and stayed close while your heart slowly healed. God never intended for your soul to carry this much heaviness alone. That is why Christ keeps inviting you into His presence with tenderness and patience. Heaven knows the world can make people emotionally tired and spiritually weak. The enemy works hard to fill human hearts with anxiety, bitterness, and hopelessness because darkness fears peaceful souls connected to God. A peaceful heart filled with faith becomes impossible for darkness to control. Sometimes the attacks against your soul become strongest right before healing begins. The enemy notices when a chosen person is becoming spiritually stronger. It notices when someone starts returning to God after seasons of pain and confusion. That is why your mind has felt under pressure lately. Darkness has been trying to keep you emotionally exhausted before your breakthrough fully arrives. But Jesus is stronger than every force trying to disturb your peace. Type 1010 to receive blessings. The love of Christ toward you is deeply personal. He does not look at you with anger because of your weakness. He looks at you with mercy because He understands your struggles completely. Jesus knows the private battles inside your thoughts. He knows the memories that still hurt you unexpectedly. He knows the fear you carry about your future. Yet none of those things stop Him from loving you faithfully every single day. There are moments when God protects people by separating them from environments that are harming their spirit. Some relationships around you carried hidden heaviness. Some people slowly drained your peace without you realizing it at first. Heaven saw the emotional burden forming inside your soul. That is why certain distances appeared in your life unexpectedly. Christ was protecting your future while you were still grieving what left your life behind. The enemy often attacks through discouragement because discouragement weakens spiritual strength slowly. When people feel tired long enough, they begin losing hope quietly. Darkness wanted you to believe your life would never improve. It wanted you to stop expecting healing and joy. But God has continued preserving your spirit through every difficult season because your story is still unfolding. Jesus still has beautiful plans waiting ahead for you. You were never created to live constantly trapped in fear. God created your soul to experience peace, love, hope, and spiritual closeness with Him. The pressure surrounding your life recently has only revealed how deeply heaven cares about your heart. Christ keeps protecting you from things you cannot even see. Many dangers never reached your life because Jesus stood between you and destruction quietly. There is a reason your spirit still longs for God, even after painful disappointments. Heaven placed eternity inside your soul long ago. No amount of worldly distraction can fully satisfy a heart that was created to walk closely with Christ. The enemy knows this truth. That is why darkness constantly tries to replace peace with anxiety and faith with fear. But the voice of God remains stronger than every lie surrounding your thoughts. Please like this video if you feel Jesus speaking peace into your heart today. Some wounds inside you were caused by words spoken carelessly by others. Certain voices made you doubt your worth and beauty. Certain experiences convinced you that your kindness was weakness. But Jesus sees your heart differently. He sees compassion where others saw softness. He sees strength where others saw vulnerability. Christ sees a chosen soul still carrying goodness despite every painful experience. God is teaching you how to protect your spirit without losing your love. That lesson is not easy. Sensitive hearts often carry deep scars because they care deeply about others. Yet, Jesus is helping you understand that peace must also be protected carefully. Heaven never wanted your soul constantly surrounded by emotional chaos. Christ wants your heart resting safely in His presence instead of surviving endless emotional storms. The enemy fears healed people. Darkness fears individuals who discover their worth through God's love. Once a chosen soul understands how deeply Christ cares for them, manipulation and fear begin losing power completely. That is why heaven has been working carefully inside your heart lately. Jesus is restoring your identity little by little. He is reminding your spirit that you are still valuable, loved, and protected. Type yes to receive miracles. Could a secret discovery connected to the CIA explain why many people are suddenly living in luxury? Newly surfaced CIA research reveals a brain technique that attracts wealth almost effortlessly. The ritual takes only 7 seconds, can be practiced at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving financial struggles behind and enjoying luxury lifestyles today. But this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. The pressure against your soul is not proof that God abandoned you. It is proof that your life carries spiritual value. Darkness does not fight empty things. The enemy attacks people who still carry light within them. Even during your weakest moments, heaven still saw beauty and purpose inside your spirit. Christ never stopped believing in the person you could become through healing and faith. You may not fully understand why certain painful seasons happened in your life. Some losses still hurt deeply. Some memories still make your chest feel heavy. But God is able to bring healing even from painful experiences. Jesus can transform sorrow into wisdom and brokenness into compassion. The enemy wanted pain to destroy your spirit, but heaven is using those experiences to shape your heart with deeper strength and gentleness. There are peaceful days ahead waiting for you. There are moments of joy your soul has not experienced yet. Christ is preparing emotional restoration for the areas where you felt completely drained. Heaven has not forgotten the silent prayers hidden inside your heart. God still remembers every tear you cried while asking for strength. His timing may feel slow sometimes, but His love never arrives late. The world often teaches people to hide their pain behind pride and distraction. But Jesus invites wounded hearts into honesty and healing instead. Christ is not searching for perfect people. He is searching for open hearts willing to receive His love. The moment your spirit turns toward Him sincerely, heaven responds with compassion and mercy. His grace moves gently into broken places and begins restoring life again. You are not alone in this battle surrounding your soul. Heaven is actively fighting for your peace every day. Angels are watching over your life. Christ is covering you with love stronger than darkness. God continues protecting your future, even during moments when you feel emotionally weak. The enemy may try to create fear around your life, but fear will never overcome the power of Jesus Christ. Your soul still belongs to God. Your future still belongs to God. Your healing still belongs to God. Christ is not letting darkness steal the purpose hidden inside your life. He is drawing you closer to safety, truth, and peace, step by step. Even now, heaven is surrounding your weary heart with comfort. Jesus is still holding your spirit gently while leading you toward brighter days filled with hope and restoration. There are nights when your body feels tired, but your soul feels even more exhausted. You try to rest, yet your thoughts continue moving heavily through your mind. Memories return without warning. Fear quietly enters your heart. Loneliness begins wrapping around your spirit like a cold shadow. In those moments, Jesus Christ sits beside you with deep compassion, watching over your weary soul while heaven fights silently for your peace. The enemy has spent a long time trying to convince you that your struggles made you weak. Darkness wanted you to feel ashamed for feeling emotional, sensitive, and overwhelmed. But God never looked at your tears with disappointment. Christ understands every hidden burden you carried while pretending to be strong for others. He sees the silent courage inside your heart that nobody else notices. Heaven calls you strong because you kept surviving even when your spirit felt close to breaking. Some people around you only noticed your mistakes. They judged your weakest moments while ignoring the battles you fought privately. But Jesus looks much deeper than human eyes. He sees your intentions. He sees your kindness. He sees the goodness inside your soul that remained alive despite every painful season. Even after heartbreak, betrayal, and emotional exhaustion, your heart still longs for peace and love. That desire itself reveals that God is still working within you. The enemy attacks chosen souls through discouragement because hopelessness slowly drains spiritual strength. Darkness knows tired hearts become vulnerable to fear and confusion. That is why your mind has felt under pressure recently. The enemy hoped exhaustion would pull you away from God completely. But every painful season only caused Christ to draw even closer to your life. Heaven refuses to abandon you during your weakest moments. Jesus knows the private cries you never spoke aloud. He knows how many times you silently asked God for relief while carrying emotional pain nobody understood. Some days felt impossible to explain. Your smile looked normal to others, but your spirit felt wounded inside. Yet through every hidden struggle, Christ remained near you with gentle love. He never stopped protecting your heart from total destruction. There are spiritual battles taking place around your future that you cannot fully see yet. Darkness fears the healing God is preparing for your life. The enemy fears the peace Christ is slowly building inside your spirit. Once your heart becomes fully rooted in God's love, fear will lose its power over you completely. That is why heaven continues fighting carefully for your soul every single day. Type 1111 if you believe God is guiding your future. You may have noticed yourself becoming more emotionally sensitive lately. Certain conversations suddenly feel heavy. Certain places leave your spirit feeling drained. Certain people create confusion inside your heart without clear reason. This is not weakness. God is awakening your spiritual awareness slowly. Christ is teaching your soul to recognize what protects your peace and what steals it away. There were moments when you felt forgotten by everyone around you. You carried burdens silently because you feared becoming too much for others. The loneliness became so deep that even ordinary days felt emotionally heavy. But Jesus remained close during every hidden battle. While people overlooked your pain, heaven watched over your soul with endless care and tenderness. God never intended for you to become trapped inside fear permanently. The enemy wants anxiety to control your thoughts because fear weakens faith slowly. But Christ wants peace to guide your heart instead. His voice does not create confusion or hopelessness. His presence brings calmness even during difficult seasons. The closer your spirit moves toward Jesus, the weaker darkness becomes around your life. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading so quickly across the internet? Recent leaks connected to the CIA claim to reveal a powerful brain ritual that activates an immediate flow of wealth. This quick technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly transforming people's lives. From deep debt to dream vacations, many say this could be the path to abundance. If you are seeing this, you are fortunate, because the page might vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it gets deleted. Some wounds inside you were created by rejection. You tried giving your love sincerely, yet some people treated your kindness carelessly. Those experiences caused deep emotional scars. At times, you even questioned your own worth because of how others treated you. But your value was never determined by human rejection. God decided your worth long before people misunderstood your heart. Please like this video if you believe Jesus is healing your spirit today. Christ is slowly rebuilding your confidence through His love. He wants you to see yourself through heaven's eyes instead of through painful memories. The enemy keeps trying to remind you of your failures because darkness wants shame to control your future. But Jesus keeps reminding your soul that mercy still covers your life completely. His forgiveness reaches places inside your heart that nobody else can heal. There is a reason your spirit still feels drawn toward God after everything you experienced. Heaven planted purpose inside your life before you entered this world. Darkness tried to bury that purpose under pain, confusion, and disappointment, yet the light within your soul never fully disappeared. Even during your darkest moments, something inside you kept searching for hope. That small remaining hope became proof that Christ was still holding your spirit close. Healing often begins quietly. Sometimes God restores people slowly, because deep wounds need gentle care. Christ understands how fragile your heart became after carrying emotional pain for so long. He is not rushing your healing. He is restoring your spirit carefully, one peaceful moment at a time. Heaven values your soul deeply. Type 222 to claim miracles. The enemy wanted you isolated because isolation makes pain feel heavier. Darkness hoped loneliness would convince you that nobody cared about your existence, but heaven has always cared deeply about your life. Jesus stayed near during nights when tears quietly fell from your eyes. He listened during moments when words failed completely. His compassion toward you never weakened. God is teaching you something powerful through this season. Your peace is precious. Your soul deserves protection. Not every environment deserves access to your heart. Christ is helping you understand that protecting your spirit is not selfish. Heaven never intended for you to constantly carry emotional chaos created by others. Jesus wants your life surrounded by peace, wisdom, and healing. There are blessings ahead that will restore parts of your heart that feel exhausted now. There are moments of joy waiting beyond this painful season. God is preparing emotional renewal for your future. The enemy cannot stop what heaven already decided for your life. Darkness may create temporary storms, but storms never last forever when Christ is guiding the soul through them. Your sensitivity is not a curse. Your compassionate heart is not weakness. The world often rewards coldness and emotional distance, but Jesus values kindness deeply. Heaven sees beauty in gentle souls. Even after everything you survived, your heart still carries love, empathy, and hope. That alone reveals how strongly God's light remains inside you. The pressure surrounding your life lately is not proof of defeat. It is proof that your soul carries importance in the spiritual world. Darkness does not fight empty lives. The enemy attacks chosen people because their future threatens darkness itself. Your healing threatens darkness. Your peace threatens darkness. Your growing closeness with Jesus threatens darkness even more. Christ is calling you into deeper trust now. Not trust built on perfect circumstances, but trust built on His steady love. Human situations may change suddenly. People may disappoint you unexpectedly. But the love of Jesus remains faithful through every season. His arms stay open even during moments when you feel emotionally lost. The battle over your soul is real, but heaven is stronger than every force trying to weaken your spirit. God is still surrounding your life with protection. Christ is still speaking peace over your weary heart. Angels are still guarding your path quietly. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. Your soul remains precious to heaven, and Jesus is still leading you toward healing, restoration, and lasting peace. There are seasons when God allows a chosen person to walk through deep emotional valleys because something sacred is being formed within their soul. You may feel tired of carrying invisible battles. Some mornings begin with heaviness before the day even starts. Your heart tries to stay hopeful, but pressure keeps surrounding your thoughts from every direction. Still, through all of it, Jesus Christ continues walking beside you faithfully, protecting your spirit from the darkness, trying to consume your peace. The enemy hoped suffering would harden your heart completely. Darkness wanted your pain to turn into bitterness and anger. It wanted disappointment to slowly separate you from God's presence. But instead of becoming cruel, your soul kept searching for comfort, healing, and truth. That quiet desire for goodness became proof that Christ never stopped working inside you. Even wounded hearts can still carry holy light. Some people misunderstood your silence. They assumed you were distant when you were actually exhausted. They failed to recognize how much emotional weight your spirit had been carrying privately. There were moments when you smiled simply to avoid explaining the pain hidden inside your chest. Yet heaven understood every silent struggle completely. Jesus never needed explanations to understand your tears. The battle over your soul became intense because your future carries purpose. Darkness attacks people who still have potential to inspire healing, compassion, and faith in others. The enemy saw the kindness within you and wanted to destroy it before it could fully grow stronger. But God refused to let darkness claim ownership over your heart. Christ kept covering your spirit with mercy, even during your weakest moments. Sometimes, emotional exhaustion makes people feel spiritually numb. Prayer becomes difficult, hope feels distant, peace seems impossible to hold on to for long. The enemy wants you trapped in that condition because numb hearts stop expecting healing. But Jesus continues breathing life back into your weary spirit, little by little. His love reaches beyond emotional numbness and gently restores broken places from within. What if a simple 7-second brain ritual could wipe away your debt and open the door to real abundance? A leaked CIA document reveals a short technique that is now helping everyday people move out of debt and attract wealth. Tested by 4 major neuroscience labs, this easy practice done at home is turning financial struggles into improved lifestyles. People are buying homes, cars, and enjoying travel. But this information could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. There were nights when your thoughts became overwhelming. Fear whispered that nothing would improve. Loneliness wrapped around your soul heavily, yet every morning you still woke up and continued moving forward. Heaven saw that strength. Christ saw your endurance. Even when you felt weak, God recognized the courage hidden inside your survival. Type Amen if you believe God is strengthening your soul. Jesus knows how deeply words have affected your heart over the years. Some voices filled your mind with doubt and insecurity. Certain painful experiences caused you to question your worth quietly. But heaven never agreed with those painful labels spoken over your life. God never called you worthless. Christ never called you forgotten. His voice has always spoken love, dignity, and purpose over your soul. The enemy often attacks through emotional confusion because confused hearts struggle to feel peace. Darkness tries filling the mind with overthinking, fear, and uncertainty, but the presence of Jesus brings clarity slowly. Christ calms the storms inside your thoughts. He reminds your spirit that peace is still possible even after painful seasons. Heaven is teaching your soul how to rest again. There are people who walked away from your life because they could not recognize your value. Some only appreciated you when you carried their burdens while ignoring your own pain completely. Others drained your energy while offering little kindness in return. God saw every imbalance. Christ watched every moment your heart felt emotionally neglected. Heaven is now teaching you that your soul deserves care, respect, and peace too. Please like this video if you believe Jesus is leading you toward healing and peace. The enemy fears emotionally healed people because healed souls become difficult to control. Once a person discovers their worth through God's love, fear loses much of its power. Shame weakens, despair fades. Darkness can no longer manipulate a heart firmly rooted in Christ. That is why your healing process has been attacked so heavily. The enemy understands the strength that will rise inside you once your spirit fully remembers who you are in God's eyes. You are not losing this spiritual battle. Even during moments when you feel emotionally drained, heaven is still actively protecting your future. Jesus stands between your soul and destruction every single day. There are dangers you never noticed because Christ quietly shielded you from them. His mercy covers your life far more than you realize. Sometimes God removes certain comforts because He wants your soul closer to Him. Temporary things cannot heal eternal wounds. Human approval cannot replace spiritual peace. Worldly distractions cannot fully satisfy a heart created for God's presence. Jesus knows your soul needs deeper healing than temporary comfort can provide. That is why heaven keeps drawing your attention back toward faith, hope, and spiritual restoration. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. The pain you survived has changed you deeply, but it has not destroyed the goodness inside you. Your compassion still exists. Your desire for peace still remains alive. Your heart still carries love despite everything it endured. Darkness tried to turn your suffering into permanent hopelessness, but Christ protected the light within your soul carefully. God is teaching you to stop measuring your worth through the opinions of people who never understood your heart. Human rejection does not define heaven's view of you. Some people walked away because they were unable to recognize the beauty God placed inside your spirit. Others only valued what you could give them emotionally. But Jesus values your soul simply because you belong to Him. There are blessings ahead that will restore your confidence slowly. God is preparing peaceful moments that will remind your heart how safe love can feel again. The emotional storms surrounding your life now will not last forever. Christ is guiding you toward calmer seasons, filled with healing and spiritual growth. The enemy tried to convince you that you were too broken for restoration. Darkness wanted shame to become your identity, but Jesus specializes in restoring wounded souls. He enters broken places gently and begins rebuilding what pain tried to destroy. His love is patient with your healing process. Heaven is not rushing you because God understands every scar within your heart. There is something beautiful happening inside your spirit even now. Your soul is becoming wiser, stronger, and more spiritually aware through these difficult seasons. Pain taught you how precious peace truly is. Betrayal taught you the importance of protecting your heart wisely. Loneliness taught you how deeply you need God's presence. Christ is using every painful experience to shape your future with greater wisdom and compassion. The enemy cannot erase the purpose heaven placed over your life. Darkness cannot steal what God already claimed as His own. Your future still carries meaning. Your life still carries spiritual value. Christ is still writing chapters filled with healing, peace, and restoration for your story. There will come a day when your heart no longer feels trapped under this heaviness. The tears that once filled your nights will slowly be replaced by peace. The fear that once controlled your thoughts will lose its power completely. Jesus is leading you toward that future carefully and faithfully. Heaven has not abandoned you in this battle over your soul. Even now, Christ is standing near you with gentleness and mercy. His love has not weakened because of your struggles. His compassion has not disappeared because of your mistakes. God still calls you chosen. Heaven still calls you loved. Your soul remains precious to Jesus Christ, and He is still fighting for your peace with endless compassion and unfailing love. The struggle around your life is not ordinary. There are spiritual forces trying to convince you to give up, become cold, and walk away from peace. The enemy wants your heart to become tired and hopeless because hopelessness weakens faith little by little. But God keeps reminding heaven that you still belong to Him. Even during nights when fear surrounded your thoughts, Jesus stayed beside you like a loving shepherd protecting a wounded lamb. His love has never moved away from your life, not even for a single second. Please like this video if you believe God brought these words into your life for a reason. Could the CIA actually be hiding a 7-second ritual capable of turning money problems into success? A confidential CIA finding reportedly reveals a special 7-second practice that activates brainwaves linked to attracting wealth. Supported by science and 4 elite laboratories, this simple ritual done at home is helping struggling people move toward dream lifestyles. But this page might not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it is erased from the internet. The pain you experienced was never invisible to heaven. God saw every betrayal that broke your trust. He saw every lonely night when your chest felt heavy and your spirit felt exhausted. Jesus watched every moment when you tried to smile while silently hurting inside. Even when people misunderstood your heart, God understood every hidden emotion you could not explain. His compassion toward you became deeper during the moments when you felt forgotten by the world. Many people around you only see your outside appearance, but God sees the battle taking place within your soul. He sees how hard you try to stay strong while carrying emotional wounds that nobody notices. The enemy wanted your suffering to push you away from God, but instead your pain has been slowly drawing heaven closer to your life. Jesus is not ashamed of your weakness. He is not disappointed by your tears. He is gently calling your spirit back into his arms because he knows you are tired from fighting alone. The enemy attacks chosen people differently. Darkness studies their weakness, their loneliness, and their fears. It whispers lies during vulnerable moments. It tries to convince them that they are abandoned and unloved. But every lie spoken against your life is already being broken by the authority of Jesus Christ. His light is greater than every dark voice trying to enter your heart. His mercy is stronger than every painful memory trying to destroy your peace. There were moments when you almost gave up on yourself completely. You felt emotionally empty and spiritually drained. Your soul became so tired that even simple days felt difficult to survive.